Thanks for letting me come today to go through this education session with you guys. So after interviewing you guys and then going through all the analysis and things, one of the key things that you guys had in common, or something that you mentioned, was that like weight and like knee pain were some of the biggest issues that you had. Like after working a long time, then your knees would hurt, or joints and things like that. So we're just going to cover some education on health benefits that will maybe help you guys with that, and also just educate you on the importance of being at a healthy weight, especially as an older adult. So I calculated your guys' BMI, and I hate doing BMI because I'm obese. Everyone's obese, you know, according to their calculations. And so one of the things that it says, according to like the CDC, Center for Disease Control, says even if you just lose 10 or 20% of your current weight, it drastically decreases your risk of chronic illnesses. So even if you just lose 10%, like you don't have to be like, I have to lose 75 pounds to be in normal range for BMI. Just losing 10% of your weight will help to decrease any risks of disease. And so those diseases include high cholesterol, high blood pressure, even some cancers, and diabetes. And so diabetes, type 2 diabetes, like one of the number one diseases in the world. And I think it was saying it's like 7th for people dying in the United States from diabetes. Wow. Type 2 diabetes being more prominent than type 1. So I think the biggest thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was like weight. And I know you guys are trying to lose weight and doing different eating things. And always, one of the things with diet and exercise is always talking to your doctor and making sure that your plan is going to work and that he or she thinks that it's healthy for you and appropriate. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about the most was strength training. And I brought you guys this handout. I brought this for each of you. And then I'll tell you guys.
Thank you.
Because I know that you are very savvy with computers. Like you're able to look up things. And so there's a link on there that has an entire pamphlet made by the CDC on strength training for older adults, 65 and older. And it has some really, really good information. So we're just going to touch on some of the stronger points of the information on these. So one of the best things, because if your knees hurt, then swimming is one of the number one things that they recommend for exercise for older adults, because you have the resistance in there but it takes away the gravity, and so you don't have that weight bearing on your knees. And so swimming is one of the best things that you can do. 20 minutes of constant movement in the pool gets your heart rate up, burns calories, and if you could do that, then that's going to be really beneficial. Cycling, I know, walk the, yeah. And then walking can be good, but it can be really hard on your knees sometimes, like walking. But cycling takes away that constant, pressure on your knees. So one thing I was going to tell you is that we actually have like a stationary bike that is really comfortable. It's more like a sit back bike that we're probably going to get rid of.